Hello, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mary, and this is Romance Corner. I'm so happy you're here. I have a few selections today, and they are all the works of Oscar Wilde and his wit, which I think he's pretty famous for. He's sarcastic, but it's the good kind of sarcasm, I think. Shall we begin? To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. The first duty of life is to be as artificial as possible. What the second duty is, no one has yet discovered. If there was less sympathy in the world, there would be less trouble in the world. Nowadays, to be intelligible is to be found out. Vulgarity and stupidity are two very vivid facts in modern life. One regrets them naturally, but there they are. It is pure, unadulterated country life. They get up early because they have so much to do and go to bed early because they have so little to think about. That was in the book Dorian Gray. One should absorb the color of life, but one should never remember its details. Details are always vulgar. We live in an age that reads too much to be wise and thinks too much to be beautiful. We can have a life, but one great experience at best, and the secret of life is to reproduce that experience as often as possible. It is because humanity has never known where it was going that it has been able to find its way. I wrote when I did not know life. Now that I do know the meaning of life, I have no more to write. Life cannot be written. Life can only be lived. In this world, there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants. The other is getting it. People should not mistake the means of civilization for the end. The steam engine and the telephone depend entirely for their value on the use to which they were put. The world has been made by fools that wise men should live in it. What seem to us bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. That's from Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest. If a man treats life artistically, his brain is in his heart. That's from Dorian Gray as well. What do you think? Do you think Oscar Wilde was a good writer? I certainly do. He wrote, "Genius is born, not paid." I am very fond of the public, and personally I always patronize the public very much. Those who are faithful know only the trivial side of love. It is the faithless who know love's tragedies. Well, I believe that. Young men want to be faithful and are not. Old men want to be faithless and cannot. So interesting. It is not the perfect, but the imperfect who have need of love. That's from An Ideal Husband. I am not at all romantic. I am not old enough. I leave romance to my seniors. If one really loves a woman, all other women in the world become absolutely meaningless to one. Who, being loved, is poor? Men marry because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. That's from Dorian Gray. People are either hunting for husbands or hiding from them. Love is an illusion. What do you think about that? I suppose it can be. Plain women are always jealous of their husbands. Beautiful women never have time. They are always so occupied in being jealous of other people's husbands. That's from A Woman of No Importance. What a writer he was. I am sick of women who love me. Women who hate me are much more interesting. There is only one real tragedy in a woman's life. The fact that her past is always her lover and her future invariably her husband. For an honest to marry his model is as fatal as for a gourmet to marry his cook. The one gets no sittings and the other no dinners. Men are horribly tedious. when they are good husbands, and abominably conceited when they are not. Well, this one, I have a sign that says this. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Marriage is one subject on which all women agree and all men disagree. The proper basis for marriage is a mutual misunderstanding. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Marriage is hardly a thing that one can do now and then, except in America. How marriage ruins a man. It's as demoralizing as cigarettes and far more expensive. That is from Lady Windermere's fan. So good. What else shall we find? The evolution of man is slow. The injustice of man is great. She is a peacock in everything but beauty. Unbelievable wit and sarcasm. Good looks are a snare that every sensible man would like to be caught in. By persistently remaining single, a man converts himself into a permanent public temptation. My goodness. What else shall we find? Oscar Wilde. If you ever get a chance, read anything by Oscar Wilde. And you will be laughing for sure. A natural wit. Can you imagine sitting around a table with him, enjoying a really nice dinner, chatting? It must have been a pip of an evening. To be natural is such a very difficult pose to keep up. I am the only person in the world I should like to know thoroughly, but I don't see any chance of it just at present. I shall never make a new friend in my life, though perhaps a few after I die. Well, thank you for visiting. Please subscribe. Perhaps I can share some more of Oscar Wilde if you like him. As I said, he's very clever, he's very witty, and he's very sarcastic. But it's kind of fun, isn't it? Because he is kind of wise and naughty at the same time. You might have to listen to this video more than once, because some of the things he says you have to really think about, which can be kind of fun too. Give me your thoughts in the comments if you enjoy this type of romantic corner where I just talk about a particular author and some of quotes from his works. I hope you are well. I think of you often. I hope you enjoyed, and take care of yourself. There's no one who can take care of you as well as you can take care of yourself. Be well, my friend. I hope you come back again.